Here's another gardening with Vincenzo. Beautiful day here in Middlesex Township, Valencia, PA. Very, very busy day today. In fact, I wore myself out twice. I had to go take a break and then start again. Right now I'm in my trellis garden. I just finished doing up quite a few pots here. I have a combination planting. At the base there at the bottom of the camera you can see the dwarf Sweet Williams. You can see the fuzzy tassels of all the flowers that are going to pop up. This is going to make a very nice display. And behind there in my container gardens, and I'm a firm container garden grower as well as a conventional organic, of course, and I have quite a few plants that I put in there today. I didn't count how many, but it's probably about 30 or 40. And each one is basically spaced. It's almost like gardening by the square foot. So I start out over here. I have some yellow squash, then I have a Oregon spring tomato. It's a very early tomato, about 50 days before you start seeing fruit. And then I have a multicolored green pepper, and I have some cucumbers, and I have some purple eggplant. I think I did a video a while back about the purple eggplant. Use that as a in place of a lasagna noodle, and it makes a fabulous lasagna. Low-cal, if there's any such thing as a low-cal lasagna. And it really does add a completely different flavor. I use my own homemade sauces, as I've exclaimed many times, and it takes a lot of produce, combined herbs and spices and tomatoes and peppers, and I add zucchini. I cube it up and throw it into my sauce. Quite a few ingredients, but my sauce is the bomb. People request it. I'm not sure I'm going to make a giant batches. I cook it in limited supply, and I make into each individual batch, and I taste it as I go along. And I use quite a bit of herbs and spices. It's quite an effort, but I do my own canning and those types of things. You know, the water bath. I usually don't put any kind of a meat in it until later on if I'm going to do some ground meat. But it's a great way to defeat the food insecurity seasonally. And here we are again to the base of my Granny Smith with all the blooms on the strawberries. And I did a video here today, this morning actually, about the strawberries and the grow box planter, the combination planter. Very versatile. So I'm going to come down here and do a long shot and see what we can do. See what we can do here. This is the long shot of this. It's quite extensive, and that's against the backdrop of my very tall arborvitae, which are becoming quite a chore to trim them every year before I plant. But I'm going to keep backing up here so you can get a true aspect of the length of this. I'm planting my protected gardens. I already did one, a couple of boxes down by my greenhouse, and there we go. It's a beautiful day. I love the sky. We've got some very striated, almost explosion looking clouds. If you can see those, it's late in the day here. I'm pretty worn out, and I think I'm gonna pretty much call it a day here today, but I just wanted to share the beautiful sky, some clouds, the results of some efforts today. And I'm going to pan down here and walk over here to show you this beautiful azalea that's been here for quite a while. My big one, I don't know what happened to it. It was a blue one, and he's not looking too good. I haven't seen one thing on him. I don't know whether the ants got him or what happened, but I'm very disappointed. That was a beautiful, beautiful azalea, but he's gone. I have a red one here that's not even in bloom yet, and I have some Nikon blue hydrogenias. You can see the remnants of the giant blue ball that it makes. And we have some honeysuckle. I did get a chance to put up my my hummingbird feeders. They're already here. I get a kick out of watching them in the mornings. They come in usually late in the evening. So here we are at the end of the day. As I said, I pretty much wore myself out today. All right, you be safe out there, YouTube fans and Facebook clan. Thanks for spending some time gardening with Vincenzo.